Hello everyone and welcome to Speak Your Truth podcast. I'm Kristen Bomas and we are on a conscious journey to enlightenment. Before you propose or accept a proposal, there's a question that if you can answer will allow your day of a wedding to be an entryway into a marriage of bliss. And yet, when I was looking up to see what other people had said on this, I ran across Shetty's video on, if you're about to get proposed, watch this, and it didn't answer anything like that. In fact, you learn a lot about the stats, and you learn that the wedding day can be absolutely magnificent, but the marriage can be absolutely horrendous. And we talk about that a lot in this culture, because our marriages don't make it. So what might a question be that could really help you know that you can make it beyond the wedding? Make it through the wedding, for God's sake, right? The question is this: what is the experience you wish to have in this partnership with this person? And if you and the person with whom you are to be married can talk about what you're looking forward to, you have a much higher probability of going into the marriage built upon an equal footing in experience, rather than going into a marriage based upon expectation and assumption. It doesn't end right there. That question is a pretty, big question, and it can go very deep. So when we look at what we want to experience in a partnership, it's a lot. It takes a willingness to open to that level. And it takes a willingness to appreciate the fact that no marriage is going to be always in bliss, because that's not what this life is about. This life is about the challenges that come with it. And it's those very challenges that propel us forward. So if we are going to have a beautiful marriage, then before the proposal is finalized, let's make sure that we know how we also want to experience the challenges. Do we each have the willingness to work through those challenges? And how are we going to work through those challenges? And how are we going to make sure that we move through those challenges in a way that it propels our relationship further into its love and its endlessness? Because we can have that. But that isn't how we go into our proposals any longer. We go into proposals thinking about the wedding and the excitement and sealing up the dating relationship, and I'm married now, and we don't go any further than that. But let me remind you, the stats say that only 20% of our dating relationships succeed, which means they turn into a permanent relationship. Of those 20%, almost 60% fail. So the last number is the one that most of you have heard, that almost 60% of our marriages fail in this country, but that's built upon another fact that says only 20% of the dating relationships make it. So it's really 60% of the 20%. It's staggering to think about how much we don't know about love in this country. So before you propose, ask yourself and your new partner a question. What is it that you would like to experience in this relationship? In its joyous times and in its challenges. How will you know that you are invested in me and us? And I will share with you how I will know how I am invested in me and us. First step. It's a big one, and it's not just a simple conversation. But if each of us could answer that question before the proposal, we would know what to do. If you're about to propose or accept a proposal and you have your doubts, or there are things in the relationship that haven't been rectified that you don't feel closure to, that are still kind of nagging at you in the background, please be sure you address them. Is that the experience you want to carry forward? Do you want to spend the next 15 or 50 years with that nagging? Or do you want to build upon the nagging? That's not love, that's fear. So again, what is it that you wish to experience? It's not the nagging piece in the background. So make sure that that is opened up with your partner. Answer those questions. You've got nothing to lose before the proposal. Find out what each of you is looking to experience. Don't just say, he's a great guy, he does everything for me, she's a great woman, she does everything for me. Don't talk about the other person. That does you no good. There are a million of those out there. Talk about yourself, what it is you wish to experience, how you know it's perfect, and therefore you'll know when it's not, and that's okay. And then offer the same question out. So with that, write that down. Make sure that question is answered before you propose. And if you can really come up with a good answer to those questions and understand what has been going on in the relationship prior to this time, you have a much better opportunity of having a magical wedding that is a gateway to an endless, loving partnership. I wish you all great love and adventure in your life. Please remember to click on subscribe and to watch me on Facebook if you have time. Every Monday and Thursday at 1:45 we will be talking about various topics in life and its mastery. Thank you very much.